going to talk about upcoming pattern. So, if you look at tropical tidbits, I showed you like months ago, but you can't see Scarborough in like tropical tidbits. You have to zoom in. So, 552 line is in southwestern and western in Ontario. Even touches white on the 552 line. So, and 546 line is in northeastern Ontario, eastern Ontario. So next over, it's actually southwestern Ontario is get 552. Line is actually on western Ontario, southwestern Ontario. No, it's actually mostly southwestern Ontario and northwestern Ontario. And there's some pressure, 1020 millibars of pressure. And eastern, northeastern, and eastern Ontario is going to get some 1020 millibars of pressure, including southeastern Ontario. And like, I'm gonna say it again, 546 line is in northeastern Ontario, in southeastern Ontario, and eastern Ontario. So that's the actual places. So next hour. So 552 line is in eastern Ontario, southeastern Ontario, eastern Ontario, not eastern, mostly southeastern Ontario, northeastern Ontario. So the actual line is coming from the 552 line is coming from like northeast Ontario, then like central east Ontario and southeast Ontario. So 1020 millibars of pressure is coming from northeastern Ontario, that's line. So to all the way to like southeastern Ontario, kind of. Southeastern Ontario and eastern Ontario, central eastern Ontario. So next hour, this is 8 a.m. 1020 millibars of pressure coming from northwestern Ontario. That's 29 west. So it's coming from northwestern Ontario all the way to the still in the northwest Ontario, but it's more central. Then it's central. Then it goes to central western Ontario. And it goes to southwestern Ontario. 1020 millibars of pressure. Then it goes out of the country, so it doesn't count. But for the second 1020 millibars of pressure is going to go to Niagara on the Lake, or Guns by Ontario, Niagara Falls City. So I don't need to say which part of Ontario it is. So next hour, 558 line is going to come from northwestern Ontario all the way to southern Ontario, southeastern Ontario. So actually south central Ontario. So south central. So Whiteton is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. 0.25 millimeters of rain is in Collingwood, Owen Sound, and Collingwood is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain even though it doesn't show up. So Barrie, Ontario, Orella and Beverly Isles is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour. So let's start from 1060 millibars of pressure. So northwestern and southwestern Ontario, mostly southwestern Ontario actually. So again, show it again. So northern, then northwestern, then eastern, west central, then southwestern Ontario. It's going to get some 1016 millibars of pressure. It's going to take a while. So So Scarborough, Stoffel is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Downtown Toronto is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Setting Richmond Hill, Brampton, Mississauga is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain, but bright as clouds than Scarborough, Stoffel, and even Markham. So Newmarket, Orangeville, 0.25 millimeters of rain. Wyton, Owen Sound, Collingwood, Beverly Isles, 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Georgia. Peterborough is Coburg is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Peterborough is 2.5 millimeters of rain. Orella 2.5 millimeters of rain. So Orella has brighter clouds than Peterborough. Hamilton is 0.25 millimeters of rain. That's why Uxbridge is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour, unless there's excessivity. So Scarborough, Ontario is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Same thing as Stoffel, parts of Pickering, even Uxbridge. So London, Ontario is going to get on and off 0.25 millimeters of rain. Hamilton, 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Long Point is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. So it's going to talk about the precipitation for now. So Newmarket is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Same thing in Orangeville. But Orangeville has brighter clouds than Newmarket, but same amount of precipitation. So 1012 millimeters of pressure coming from northern Ontario, then it goes slightly west. No, it's going to go northwestern Ontario, then it's going to go southwestern Ontario, central Ontario first, like western central Ontario, then it goes southwestern Ontario. So next hour, and Mississauga is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain if I miss. And Peterborough, nothing. Wait, Peterborough is 0.25 millimeters of rain next hour. So Beverly Isles get nothing, gonna ignore that. So Coburg, Peterborough is actually gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. And 1008 millimeters pressure on this map is coming from northwestern Ontario. Then it goes to still the same thing. Then it goes like northwestern Ontario, so doesn't count. So next, Wyton is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Same thing in Lion's Head. Lion's Head, it should be 0. Lion's Head, they're gonna check. It's gonna take a while. So it's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. 0.25 millimeters of rain is in Wyton. So Hanover doesn't exist, precipitation. So let's talk about pressure lines. Oh, this is a good pressure line. So zoom out. So just zoom out to North America view. So there's some mini ridge, negative P and A, unless it's negative, unless it's double dip ridge pattern. So there's some freezing line that's in South Dakota. It will change when it hits the Great Lakes. So the next where low pressure moves to 995 millibars of pressure. It's easier to explain this. So from now I'm going to use some zoom down map. So instead of like saying the lines, so let's talk about that. Low pressure. So Wyton is going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. Same in Owen Sound is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. 6.25 millimeters of rain in Collingwood. Hanover, Ontario is going to get 6.25 millimeters of rain. So it's gonna take a minute. So London, Ontario is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. So Coburg is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So freezing line is somewhere is in 564. Not freezing line, but I'm gonna ignore the freezing for the lines for now, for every video for now. So Barrie, Ontario is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. 6.25 millimeters of rain is in Orella. So this orange fold is now Pickering near Oshawa and Wilkes-Barre is 0.25 millimeters of rain, and mean average is going to be 6.25 millimeters of rain in southern Ontario, most of it. 2 p.m. low pressure moves through. Let's see which city is this, so it could be northeastern. Honey Harbor, the lowest pressure. So Whiteton Orange Sound is gonna get some. Whiteton Orange Sound is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Collingwood is gonna get 6.25 millimeters of rain. Barrie, Ontario is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain and 0.25 millimeters of rain. Or Scarborough, Stouffville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Coburg is gonna get Coburg is gonna get some. Coburg is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Peterborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Next city. This is Peterborough, it's higher. So Peterborough is actually going to get some breaks and 0.25 millimeters of rain. London, 0.25 millimeters of rain. Oakville, Mississauga, including Orangeville, is going to get. Orangeville is actually going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. 0.25 millimeters of rain is in Mississauga, Oakville, Brampton. Not Brampton. It's actually part of Mississauga. So next around is Hanover. So Hanover, Ontario is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. Beverly Isle is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So rest of the model run, nothing this model time. So Scarborough, Stouffville is gonna get 0.25 millimeters of rain. Oshawa, Wilkes-Barre is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, even though it's like for Wilkes-Barre it is 2.5 millimeters of rain. Actually 2.5 millimeters of rain. So Coburg is gonna get borderline 2.5 millimeters of rain. Belleville is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Niagara on the Lake of Niagara on the Falls City is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Whiteton, Owen Sound, Collingwood is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Newmarket, Orangeville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Georgina, 0.25 millimeters of rain. Beverly Isles is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. 2.5 millimeters of rain. Barrie, Ontario, and Orella, Midland. So the weather is not just like rain and sun. It is also like what do I said in other videos. So everywhere in Toronto is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. Oakville is gonna get some 0. So everywhere, most part of Southern Ontario is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Hamilton, so Belleville is 0. 2.5 millimeters of rain. Peterborough could get some borderline 2.5 millimeters of rain. So firstly, most part of southern Ontario, on this map, you find out that the light is green is between 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Niagara and Lake Niagara, Falls City, and Fort Erie, except London, Ontario didn't talk about. So it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Blue Collingwood is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Midland 0.25 millimeters of rain. Orella 0.25 millimeters of rain. Barrie, Ontario is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Beverly Isles is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. 0.25 millimeters of rain is Georgia. So everywhere in Toronto, it's gonna get 0.25 millimeters of rain. Quebec is going in, doesn't count. So next hour, including 4 days, 0.25 millimeters of rain. So east of Ontario, it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain mostly. So Quebec, Peterborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Oshawa is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Hooks Bay is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. 114, didn't talk about the pressure pattern. So Niagara Falls City and Fort Erie is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, even though Niagara Falls City has less darker clouds than Fort Erie. So let's talk about the pressure pattern. So it's mostly low pressure. So you can see the pressure on this moving by the radar actually. So total precipitation once every 12 hours. Seven, eight, no, 8. So White's at 3 millimeters of rain, 1 millimeters of rain in Collingwood. Scarborough so full is going to be like the borderline 0.7 millimeters of rain. Scarborough is going to be 0.2 millimeters of rain, 1 millimeters of rain down at Toronto. Brisbane is 0.2 millimeters of rain. Brampton, Mississauga is going to get some borderline 2.5 millimeters of rain. Orangeville, Ontario is going to get some borderline 1.2 millimeters of rain. 1 millimeters of rain in Oshawa, Uxbridge. 2 millimeters of rain in Cobourg, Peterborough. Hamilton 0.7. This map is 4 millimeters of rain only, so millimeters of precipitation actually. So Wyton is gonna get some 1.7 millimeters of rain on this. 1.7 millimeters of rain is in Wyton. No, or in South Collingwood is 1 millimeters of rain. Belvoir, nothing else under this Newmarket. So Newmarket is gonna get some borderline 0.7 millimeters of rain. So next hour, it's gonna take a minute. So Wyton is 5 millimeters of rain. Owen South is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain, 3 millimeters of rain in Collingwood, Brampton, Stouffville, Newmarket, even Orangeville is 2.5, but in Cobourg is 2 millimeters of rain. Hamilton, Oshawa is 1 millimeters of rain. 3 millimeters of rain is in Peterborough, London. So Scarborough is going to be 1.2, or 2.5. It's going to be 2 millimeters of, like 2.3 millimeters of rain. Niagara on the Lake and Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 0.2 millimeters of rain. So next hour, and this is Belleville. So the heaviest precipitation on this map comes to the US state. So it's 46 millimeters of rain. So Wyerton is 20, like Wyerton and Collingwood is gonna be above 25 millimeters of rain. Toronto is gonna be below 5 millimeters of rain, between like 0 and 5 millimeters of rain. Like everywhere, Toronto is actually 2 and 3 millimeters of rain, 6 millimeters of rain in Newmarket, not including, but Orangeville is going to get like 7.5 millimeters of rain. 5 millimeters of rain is Uxbridge, even 7 millimeters of rain in Oshawa, 6 millimeters in Peterborough, 11 millimeters in Coburg, 8 millimeters in Belleville. Niagara Falls City is gonna get some, mostly it's gonna get some 6.0. 1.2 millimeters of rain. Niagara on the Lake is 0.7 millimeters of rain. 1 millimeters of rain in Hamilton. Oakville is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. London is 12 millimeters of rain. Fort Erie is going to get 5 millimeters of rain. Next hour. Eight millimeters of rain everywhere in Toronto, including Hamilton. Above 25 millimeters of rain in Wyerton, Collingwood. Above 20, including Belleville, so above 20 millimeters of rain is in Coburg. Above 10 millimeters of rain is in Niagara Falls City. Above 5 millimeters of rain is in Niagara on the Lake. Above 10 millimeters of rain is Oshawa, including Uxbridge, Newmarket. Not Newmarket, but 12 millimeters of rain in St. Peterborough. Fort Erie could get some above 10 millimeters of rain. So it's gonna be 14.5 actually. So Orangeville is going to get like between 12.5 borderline actually 12.5 millimeters of rain. So Fort Erie is going to get Orella is going to get 22.5 millimeters of rain. Barrie, Ontario is gonna get some 20 millimeters of rain. Georgia is gonna get some like between 10 millimeters of rain, somewhere 9 millimeters of rain. So Beverly Hills is going to get some 7.5 millimeters of rain. So next hour, and 16 millimeters of rain in London. Midland is going to get 30 millimeters of rain. So next hour is done. So air temperature pattern. So skip to this. Brampton's 4 degrees, 3 degrees in Stouffville, downtown Toronto 6 degrees, 1 degree is in Newmarket, including Orangeville, Uxbridge 3 degrees, 4 degrees in Oshawa, 6 degrees in Coburg, 2 degrees in Peterborough, 2 degrees in Niagara, Belleville, 10 degrees in Niagara on the Lake, and Niagara Falls City 6 degrees, 3 degrees in London, 6 degrees is in Wyerton, 5 degrees is in Collingwood, 7 degrees in Hamilton, 4 degrees in Scarborough. Oakville is 7 degrees. Next hour. So 12 degrees in downtown Toronto, in Brampton, 11 degrees in Newmarket or Stouffville, including Orangeville, The Coburg also counts. So 10 degrees is in Uxbridge, Peterborough, 12 degrees in Oshawa, 12 degrees in Belleville. Everywhere Niagara Falls is 13 degrees. London is 15 degrees, 12 degrees in Hamilton. 12 degrees in, no, 11, no, 12 degrees is in Scarborough. 10 degrees in Whitehead. 10 degrees in Collingwood. Next hour. Twelve degrees in Brampton. Downtown Toronto is 14 degrees. 11 degrees is in Stouffville. 12 degrees in Scarborough. 10 degrees is in 9 degrees in Orangeville. Somewhere close to. So Newmarket is 10 degrees. 10 degrees in Uxbridge, Peterborough. Stouffville is 11 degrees. 13 degrees in Oshawa. 13 degrees in Coburg. Belleville is 11 degrees. Niagara on the Lake in Niagara is 12 degrees. Niagara Falls City is 11.5 degrees. 12 degrees in London. 13 degrees in Whitehead. 11 degrees in Collingwood. 13 degrees in Hamilton. Niagara on the Lake is 12 degrees. 14 degrees. 13 degrees. So 14 degrees in Oakville. Mississauga is going to be 14 degrees, somewhere around 14 degrees. So 18 degrees in 18 degrees in Brampton, 18 degrees in Downtown Toronto, Stouffville, Scarborough, Newmarket. So 19 degrees is in Niagara Falls City. Niagara on the Lake is 20 degrees in London. Hamilton is 19 degrees. Niagara on the Lake is 20 degrees. 16 degrees in Belleville, Coburg, and Peterborough. 17 degrees in Oshawa, Uxbridge. Orangeville, Ontario is going to be 19 degrees. 20 degrees is in Whitehead, Collingwood. Fort Erie is 20 degrees. Oakville is going to get 19 degrees borderline. So 18 degrees in Scarborough. So next hour, 60 degrees Brampton, Stouffville, Newmarket, Oshawa, Coburg, London, Whitetown. 15 degrees in Collingwood, Uxbridge. 14 degrees in Belleville, Peterborough. 17 degrees in Hamilton, Downtown Toronto. 18 degrees in Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, and Fort Erie is 17 degrees. Fort Erie and Niagara Falls City is 17 degrees. $18 degrees in Oakville. Mississauga is 17 degrees. Scarborough is going to get 16 degrees. So anywhere northwestern and southwestern Ontario is gonna be below 15 degrees. So 18 degrees is in Brampton, Stouffville, Newmarket, Uxbridge, Oshawa, Coburg, Peterborough. Everywhere Niagara Falls is 19 degrees, 18 in Belleville, 18 degrees in London, 14 degrees in Collingwood, 14 degrees in Whitehead. Orangeville is 18 degrees. 17 degrees in downtown Toronto, 17 degrees in Hamilton. Oakville is 17 degrees. So next hour, nine degrees in Brampton, Stouffville. Newmarket is 8 degrees in Orangeville and Uxbridge. 10 degrees is in Oshawa, downtown Toronto, and Peterborough. Niagara Falls City, 9 degrees in Whitehead, Collingwood, London. 11 degrees in Hamilton, Niagara on the Lake. 12 degrees in Coburg, 13 degrees in Belleville. 10 degrees in Mississauga, and 11 degrees actually. So 11 degrees in Oakville. Fort Erie could be 10 degrees, 9 degrees, 10 degrees. Final hour, 13 degrees in Whitetown, 11 degrees in Collingwood, 15 degrees in London, 14 degrees in Brampton Stoffel, 15 degrees in downtown Toronto, Newmarket is 14 degrees, Orangeville is 13 degrees, Uxbridge 13 degrees in Oshawa, Peterborough, 15 degrees in Belleville, 14 degrees in Coburg, Niagara-on-the-Lake is 13 degrees, 12 degrees in Niagara Falls City, Hamilton is 15 degrees in Oakville, 15 degrees is 14 degrees in Mississauga, Scarborough is going 14 degrees. This is the end of the video.